Hello, come grow with me family, and welcome to when and how to transplant the spider plant baby I provided you from water into soil. So the first thing is to make sure that your spider plant baby is ready to be transplanted. You want to make sure that it has substantial root growth or a substantial root system. Now, it does not have to be as substantial as this is. I let this one grow for quite a while before transplanting it. But this is the root system. So you want to be able to see that the root system is grown and it's rather mature before you're ready to transplant it into soil. Here I have my cups of soil with my pot that I'm going to use. I've already mixed some of my fertilizer in, my organic fertilizer. So what I did was pour some soil in about maybe a third of the way down into the pot. And then I'm going to gently take my spider plant baby, place it in the pot. Now the roots do not have to be completely straight when you do this. And then once I have posted it or placed it in my pot, I'm going to fill in all around the spider plant baby the balance of the soil. Now, when you do this, you definitely want to make sure that the roots are fully covered with soil. That's important. Make sure that the roots are fully covered with soil, but they don't have to be straight. So I have to use a second cup of soil that I pre-mixed. And I'm adding it on every side of the spider plant baby so the roots are completely covered by soil. Gently moving the leaves around to make sure that all of the soil is underneath the leaves and is covering the root system completely. And it is. And then I'm going to add just a little bit more soil here for my liking. And when you do so, also be aware and cognizant to use a pot that once you transplant your spider plant baby into it, you won't have to retransplant it again extremely quickly. They do grow kind of fast, but you want to make sure that it's a sufficient size larger than what you already had for your cup so that you have some time before you'll have to transplant it again. So I have done that. The roots are completely covered with soil, as you can see. And now I'm just going to water my spider plant baby that's been repotted. Now, because I don't want it to leak on the table, I'm not going to take this out yet. But you want to make sure that prior to transplanting your spider plant baby that you have the drainage hole open, whether you have to punch through it to open it all the way or take a plug out like it is in this case. Make sure that that's open and that you have your pot in a container that's going to capture the excess water that drains back out. Now, once you put the soil in, I'm going to go ahead and water my spider plant because remember, it was solely in water. So I'm watering it rather heavily. I'm saturating it really well. And then I'm going to open the drainage plug in mine and I'm going to let it drain. Hey, come grow with me. So I wanted to bring you out to show you the finished product of the spider plant you just watched me transplant into soil. Once you do and you've saturated it with water, the water's drained thoroughly, you put it back in the sunshine for it to continue to grow, and then it'll end up eventually like this one, and then like this one, and like this one, and if you're really fortunate, you can end up with a big one like this one. And I have it outside right now because I have several large ones in all the rooms of my house. But like I said, this in the fall and winter when it's in my home, I have one in each room of my house, and they detoxify the air in all of my areas in my home. So, thanks for joining today, and be on the lookout for the next video. Also, check out the other sections on regrowing vegetables from scraps, trash or treasure, and also on porch gardening. Thanks for joining, and see you in the next video.